I hope this doesn't turn out to be a hot mess video. I'm going to do a new interview from Roger Waters from Switzerland. I haven't read any. I didn't really haven't read any of his interviews to him, you guys, but this is different, and I hope you enjoy me doing this. And if you like it, I'll do more of this. But if you hate it, I'll never do this again. Okay, here I start. I'll give you the links of the interview if you want them. It's in um, Switz kind of language. I don't know. Its translation is not that great, but I'll do my best. Roger Waters, in the summer you're new the wall time for the first your new show the wall show for the first time open air. What attracts you to major European stadiums? And Roger Waters replies, to completely redesign the show was so much fun for me 3 years ago. Now I make it to the outside open air. It is even more beautiful than it ever was. The lights, the sound, the lights are everything looks better in the open air. Is bigger better? And he replies, yes, in this case already. The greater show is staged. It's the better it counts. I hope the people will not just stare at their phones. In what way? The person asks. And Roger replies, the phones in the audience annoy me crazy. People look at the show only at a small computer. This is totally absurd. Instead of being there, they film everything to witness it later. I prefer to ban the habit, but it's too expensive. At a show in Athens once, I could let all take away the cell phone. It was wonderful. I guess he doesn't like the people bringing their cell phones and filming the show, and yeah, it kind of probably is annoying seeing all these people with their cell phones taking pictures and stuff. Knowing Roger Waters, he probably hates that. They are famous as Mr. Waters. I think this is badly translated. I guess it's okay, but what should people speak? What people speak in 100 years as they remember you? I'm not finished with my work, but if the wall is the greatest thing I ever created, it's probably not a bad legacy. I hope. Yeah, that's a pretty good legacy. I mean, the wall. And they ask, now, what is your worst failure? And Roger says, I wish people would have my solo album Amused to Death. It was made in 1992. Giving more attention to Amused to Death. But they probably weren't ready for it. Well, I really love the album. I guess it wasn't commercially cool, but it's one of my favorite albums, Amused to Death. So, Roger Waters, there are people who listen to it. You are 70 years old in September. As long as you do not want to be... How long will he be on the stage, basically? And he says, sure, until I'm 90, but I have no long planned my leave. Oh, I was right. Said, Roger Waters is going to tour until he's 90 years old, and I guess I was right. Where do you get the motivation to keep working? Financially, I would long ago have safe hands, but money is no drive. I love it more than to be with my audience. I love it. So basically, he's doing it for the fans, like to make the wall happen, and it's for us fans. So that's cool. I mean, there's a lot of Justin Biebers who want to do it for the money, but I guess that's why I like Roger Waters. What do you think of today's pop stars like Lady Gaga? I do not know anyone under 40 who makes good music. Lady Gaga is a nightmare. With her, she makes him sick. It's disgusting. It's a spectacle style. It has no contact or love. Lady Gaga, you're stupid. No one cares about you. How rude. I do like Lady Gaga. I like her music. I do think she stands for something. She stands for bullying and the LGBT gay community, and me as a bisexual, I always admire Lady Gaga, pansexual. But he has a point. She can be over the top, but I like her. I love her, Lady Gaga. So, Roger Waters, that was kind of rude, but you have your own right to your own opinion, and most everyone else, like Justin Bieber, who are under 40 years old, they don't get it. I don't know. Justin Bieber, crap. Lady Gaga, cool. On the wall show in Berlin, they brought superstars like Sinead O'Connor, Bryan Adams, Scorpions on the stage. Will you ever do a guest star things? No, it was very difficult to organize at the time. I nearly freaked. Until today, I'm friends with all the artists except for Shania. She was a real pain in the ass, and I almost driven to madness. But today I forgive her. She's ill. Yeah, they kind of did have a big fight when they did the wall. Despite you have from former Pink Floyd colleagues, under certain circumstances, would you ever imagine a reunion? When we all are dead. I really did not think that David Gilmour and Nick Mason and I could ever agree. Never. David Gilmour has said fuck it. And one must not forget he said he has the name Pink Floyd. When Richard Wright was still alive, we came together for the last time. I think he's talking about the Live 8. They were a very nice 18 minutes, a worthy. Otherwise, I guess Pink Floyd doesn't exist. Are you somehow still friends privately? Nick I see often. I do not speak with Dave, but that was like back in Pink Floyd days. Do you miss the band feeling sometimes? Are you kidding? No, not at all. I couldn't be happier if I can determine alone. The stupid arguments with people who do not know what they do. It no longer exists. Gilmour could never follow me. He understood my business is not easy. I guess they don't get along, David Gilmour and Waters. he's talking about his marriage. You got married the fourth time, basically. What is like the marriage like? He says, great. It is. I like to be married. My wife convinced me to bring back the law. She did. I thought it was really neat that Lori kept bragging, telling him, Roger, do the wall, Roger, do the wall, and he did. And that's cool. I also heard that Lori proposed to him, not the other way, but I thought it was cool that that if it is true that she proposed to Roger Waters, asking him to marry him. I think it's cool that the woman proposed, but I don't know. I probably don't know. You were written during the times of the sex and drugs and rock and roll, but was it really a wild time with Pink Floyd? Rock and roll, there was enough sex, I had far too little, and drugs, I had the right amount of drugs consumed. I have smoked pot for a long time and taken LSD twice. Does he still smoke pot? Oh, I think he doesn't, but pot's okay. Would you recommend a drug? The former LSD was genuine and not wasted as defined by people consumed today. My children have told me they have taken LSD and had gone to a party since I had to laugh. When I took LSD, I would never have gone down. The LSD has knocked you down for days and there's no longer comfortable. It was great experience. I will not repeat. I haven't done LSD. What is your biggest dream? My biggest dream is a world without religion, as Lennon sang. Personally, I have dreams to stay possible and do music, make music long possible to make music. I want to go fishing and be with my family. It sounds like my kind of dream, and I know infinite, and I hope to die before my children this week and my daughter marries. I expect them to lead them to the altar at Hardly. Do you regret anything in life? Nothing. Everything I have done had a purpose. That's cool, Roger. What is your greatest luxury? We tour. When we tour, I naturally fly in a private jet. This is not special. Can't take the tour bus, I guess. Too old. Well, I guess 70s. Too old for a tour wagon. But sometimes I treat myself to get to my Manhattan, to the Hamptons. This is very great. Lucky, I would like to have that kind of life, Yeah, I just take the bus every. What is the meaning of life? The meaning of my life is to break down my own personal walls and communicate more with other people and to be more vulnerable. You have to be more vulnerable to unite himself to his environment. Only then can you love and receive love as well. Very wise words, Roger Waters. That's how I live my life too. Only a little bit different. I try to make, like this Roger Waters type interview. I'm gonna leave a link to this comments, because I've never done this before, and this might be a total disaster.